type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Packers had 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing to start the drive. Shields. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Shields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, You got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Shields. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a hold.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On the counter, here's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 14. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. 7-yard line. The catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They hand off to their big tight end. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2
yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, it's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw on 3rd down. Shields. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Over. Go to 50. Hey, you block.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
30.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. they sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Dayo Odengbo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Garibay's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
As is complete to Woods.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Shields. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and now he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Garabay's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here at this half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Garabay's kick is good.
And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout. They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And a Colt blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Number 50, you walk over here.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff, running left is Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Shields. This is caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a give to Jones running left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left. as they call the timeout defensively. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
Garibay's kick is good,
and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's back to throw.
Finding Pittman.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team